Hello everyone and welcome to Astrocapture, a journey into the captivating world of astrophotography. I'm your host, Stefan, and in this first episode, we're going to dive into what makes deep sky astrophotography such an engaging and rewarding experience. Whether you're a seasoned photographer or just curious about capturing the night sky, you're in the right place. So, astrophotography is a truly fascinating hobby. It's very technical. You need hardware, you need to use software. There's a lot of things you need to get the hangs of, but it's still super fascinating to a lot of people. And I guess if you're listening to this podcast, you know why. But if you wonder why, well, it's a few reasons. First, it offers a unique journey of exploration of the universe. I mean, it allows you to produce images, and that's all what we work hard for, that you can keep, that you can share. And it's kind of an exploration of the amazing universe we live in, literally transforming your visual observation into tangible images. And I think that's very powerful. What is interesting also, and what's fascinating about astrophotography, is that you continuously gain experience and steadily get better results. Well, I guess I hope that's the case for you. I can definitely say it's a case for mine. Looking at, 6 months ago, a year ago, I mean, it's totally different. And obviously, you learn new things, but you come up with new problems, new things you need to resolve. So that keeps you quite busy. This improvement comes with practice and perseverance. I mean, you need to keep going at it. You need to work. And the perseverance aspect is very important. Yeah, you will have a changing weather condition, cloud, no clouds. Is the prediction correct? Are the models correct? You have technical issues. You can have noise problem. I mean, you can have a lot of things, but do not give up. Perseverance is key. Astrophotography also involves capturing a vast range of celestial wonders. This can range from white landscape images where you have beautiful views of the galaxy, the Milky Way. You can be showing constellation, you get the stars trails, or even the Milky Way, to high magnification planetary images of the moon, the sun, the planets. But today, our focus will be on the deep sky objects. So what are exactly our deep sky objects? So under these terms are all the celestial objects other than the sun, the moon, and the planets. So these objects are generally located beyond our solar system. They are incredibly varied in nature, in dimension, and morphology. So let's have a look at a few examples of these kinds of objects. So first one is the galaxies. As I mentioned, the Milky Way, we live in a galaxy. Obviously, our sun is located in one of the arms of the Milky Way, our galaxy. But you have other galaxies. The most popular one is M31, which is the Andromeda galaxy, which is a very popular imaging target for everybody, from beginners to experienced astrophotographer. And it's extremely large. It can span 6 times the width of the moon. Other very popular galaxies are M33, as a triangular galaxy, and other Whirlpool galaxy, M51. There's also a lot of other galaxies to shoot, depending on different homologies, etc., etc. Galaxies often require longer exposure due to the lower surface brightness, so you got to be ready to shoot for a long time. I guess it depends on your setup, but I would probably think something around 6-8 hours to 20-30 hours. It depends also what kind of philosophy you have in terms of capturing images. Are you looking to do a lot of targets within 2-3 hours to have a sufficient signal to noise ratio? Or are you looking to shoot for 10, 20 hours to really get a good quality of the object you're shooting? It's up to you. Of a very interesting and very popular discovery object, the nebula. And the nebulae, there are a lot of them. And sorry if my pronunciation is not right. I'm French, so sometimes I got mistaken. There are vast clouds of gas and dust. So you have different type of nebulae. You have the emission one, the reflection, and the planetary. So the Orion Nebula, for example, is a very bright and easy to locate target, very suitable for beginners and advanced astrophotographer. Through capturing its faintest area require skill. So clearly to get right the art of M42, it's quite hard. Other very good targets are the Rosette Nebula, the North American Nebula, the Pelican Nebula, and there's a lot of them to shoot, at least to keep you busy for a few years. Another type of objects, and one of my favorite, are the star clusters. They're groups of stars. They're categorized into open cluster, which has a loose grouping of younger stars like the Pleiades, M45, and globular clusters, which are older, densely packed groups of thousands of stars, such as M13 and Aquarius, which is probably one of my favorite. There are some of the easy objects to image, and they don't always require long exposure. You'll be looking at 15, 20 minutes to get something quite nice. The most common characteristic of this sky object is their dimness compared to the planets of the moon. Remember, planets and the moons are reflecting the sunlight, which is not the case for all the disc objects. To record, subtle structure details like spiral arms in a galaxy or faint nebulosity, exposure of tens of seconds or several minutes are necessary. In fact, deep sky images typically look very dark when first viewed and will require calibration and stretching to reveal their hidden details. So clearly here, the key thing is, what's your strategy in terms of capture? Are you going for short exposure? Are you going for long exposure? Are you using a filter? Do you have a lot of light pollution in your area? Maybe you have a city in the north or the south. So there's a lot of parameters to take into account, and that's something we'll dig into one of the next episodes. One interesting fact for all these objects is that the photons of these targets reach the CMOS sensor of our cameras we're looking in the past. For example, M31 is approximately 2.5 million light years away, meaning we're observing light that left the galaxy 2.5 million years ago, a time when our ancestors were just emerging in Africa. So basically, we're looking at the giant time machine. Now we've looked at the reasons to do astrophotography, and we look at the type of deep sky objects you could image. Now let's talk about the keys to success for astrophotography, which boils it down to two main things: planning and realistic expectations. So to truly succeed in astrophotography, especially with deep sky objects, it benefits greatly from careful planning and choices. This hobby is not a plug-and-play activity. It's crucial to set realistic expectation. This hobby is inherently technical and demanding. While images taken by amateurs today can rival and sometimes surpasses some from these professional observatories in the 70s, achieving this take time and effort. A setup can take a few years to fully master and tune to its full potential. It's the ultimate challenge and the joy of amateur astrophotography. The aim of a GOOM primer, like the sources you're drawing from, is to get you to a level where you are knowledgeable enough to take the images you're interested in. The goal is to produce great images quickly and easily, avoiding common mistakes and minimizing frustration. You can start with a very basic level of knowledge and work at your own pace to achieve your desired imaging level. You don't need to be a computer wizard or an optical scientist to capture beautiful pictures. Astrophotography is within everyone's reach. You can practice astrophotography only on a few nights a year, perhaps during a vacation, or become an avid enthusiast who spends several nights a month pursuing the best possible results and say goodbye to your sleep, basically. The quality of your results depends significantly on your knowledge and skills, even more than just the equipment you have. So let's move to what are the foundation for astrophotography, what are the basic principles and the advanced concept. So this introduction aims to provide you with the fundamental concepts and principles, gradually building towards more challenging techniques. We'll provide you context, the case studies, and practical recommendation through this series of podcasts. A major factor in the advancement of amateur astrophotography has been the progress and availability of computers, digital imaging, filters, and software. Digital sensors, more than any other technology, have revolutionized high-quality amateur astrophotography. Modern cameras are sensitive enough to image deep sky objects despite the increase in light pollution. Specific filters can also greatly assist in combating light pollution. And actually, we will probably do a dedicated episode on filters. You'll learn that through a structured path, with each session building on the previous one. Steps like setting up an imaging system efficiently, polar aligning the mount, focusing your camera, and determining exposure times will be explained clearly. You'll also gain skill to troubleshoot when things don't go as planned. You'll see how various setups are suited to different types of objects, from wide field imaging with just a camera and a lens, to many more basic and advanced deep sky imaging setups using telescopes and dedicated cameras. So more advanced setups can even allow for fully automated guiding runs without constant intervention. And actually, that's what I'm using. And with this last part, we're about to wrap up the first episode. So in summary, deep sky astrophotography is a rewarding and technical hobby where you learn to transform the faint light of distant celestial objects into stunning images. It encompasses a different range of targets, from vast galaxies and colorful nebulae to sparkling star clusters. Success hinges on careful planning, setting realistic expectation, and continuously refining your skills. The incredible advancement in digital technology, including cameras, filters, software, big insight, have made this fascinating pursuit more accessible than ever before. We hope this introduction has sparked your interest and giving you a clear overview of what deep sky astrophotography entails. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the equipment needed to begin your journey. Clear skies, and thank you for listening.